Okay, hello. This is Kayla from Ivory Mix, and I'm going to walk you through how to use your Easy Marketing Planner. So you have two options that you've probably seen on your document that you've received. The first option is to click here to view the Google Docs and the PDFs. So if you are a Google person or you just want the PDFs in order to print, go ahead and click here. I will walk you through that in a moment, but option 2 is to click here for the Trello access. So I'm going to start with the Trello access. If you want to skip the Trello access, you can fast forward this video to the section where I talk about the PDFs and the Google documents. They're pretty self-explanatory, but you might want to stick around to watch the Trello instructional video. Okay, so click here for the Trello access. And you're going to see your Trello board pop up. Now, if you're logged in, you may have a different view, but right now I'm logged out. If you don't have a Trello account, it's easy to sign up and it's completely free, which makes this really nice to use. So, if you haven't signed up for Trello yet, now's the time to do that. Go ahead and sign up for free. But if you already have a Trello account, make sure you are logged in. So I'm going to go ahead and log in so I can show you the next steps. Okay, so I am now logged in. This is going to be the view that you see. You can see that you can click on the various items, but you cannot actually make changes to this. So in order to enable the function of making changes to this, you'll want to go to Show Menu and you'll want to click on, you'll probably see this, and you'll click on More and you'll click on Copy Board. So go ahead and give the board a name. You can call it, My Easy Marketing Planner. And by doing this, you give yourself the ability to make changes. So you want to keep everything and hit create, and it's going to sit there and copy. So we'll give it a second. Okay, so now that we've made a copy, you will see that some additional things have been added. Now we can actually make changes. So let me walk you through the Easy Marketing Planner. The first, 7 cards or 7 rows are your resources. These are the things that you can print, download, or use as resources. Then on the far right side is an entire section to help you organize and plan and create your content. So let me walk you through each section. Right now you should be watching the video right here. We've copied the board, which is step number 2. And then step number 3 is actually how you're going to use the Easy Marketing Planner. Let's review it really quick. So here's how you can plan your content. If you're new to content planning, I recommend planning no more than 1 week in advance at a time. That's because you don't have systems in place yet, you don't have habits, and you don't have templates or routines. So in order to make best use of your time, just plan 1 week at a time, and then once you do, you can expand and plan further beyond a week at a time when you really feel comfortable with your habits and the systems that you have in place. So what I would do is I would plan to create and batch each content type below to save yourself some time. So you're going to batch create each of these step by step. So step number 1 for planning your content is to decide on your long form content. Decide on the topics for your major content for the week. This is usually considered blog posts or emails. If you're a YouTuber or create educational videos, that could be considered a long form content as well. So you're going to want to sit down and decide on what your long form content is. And I suggest on this step to refer to your resource of blog posts. So I'm going to close this out and you're going to come over here to the captions and blog posts. On this section, I have 66, which is over a year's worth of blog posts if you post one blog post a week. 66 blog post ideas listed for you. At the top is a list of blog posts in a PDF. So if you click it, that PDF will open. But I also have all 66 listed here for you. So if you were going to sit down for your week and batch your blog post ideas and your email ideas, you can come here and pick one. Maybe it's give your readers the highlights of an industry event. Maybe you went to a conference or something along those lines. You can hit the little 3 dots and you can say convert to card. Okay. And so what that's done is it's added it over here as a card. So you can drag it over to your blog post ideas, and we'll go through this some more. But what I want you to know is that you can do that. You can actually take these ideas and create tasks out of them and move them over into your content planning area. So I'm going to go ahead and archive that. So that's what you'll do at the decide on your long form content stage. So let's go back to the next thing. So once you've decided on your long form content for the week, you can check that off. Note any important dates. Before you plan your social media content, review the week ahead and make note of any holidays, fun holidays, or major events that you want to cover. Refer to your resource for holidays. So we'll close this out. And here, right here is your resource for holidays. So we have all holidays for 2020 and fun holidays for 2020. So if you click on that, this is the link to the PDF, and you can open that and you have a list of all the holidays. So 2020 at this point is, we're already through April as of recording this. So refer to any days in the month that you want to discuss, observe, talk about, anything that comes to mind for your particular readers or your particular audience, and make note of any of those things. So if I were going to make note of those things, I would come over here to my content planner and I would, under social media, I would probably just name the holidays for the week. And in here, I would just go ahead and add whatever holidays are coming up this week. So Easter, Mother's Day, things that I want to plan content around. Okay. So now we're back on our plan content. Now this is supposed to be really easy and simple. So if so far you're not feeling overwhelmed, that's great, because that's what the purpose of this entire Easy Marketing Planner is. So the next step is to brainstorm your social media posts, create a list of prompts, ideas, and/or captions for your social media for the work week ahead, including any stories you want to post, any Pinterest pins that you want to create, or any live streams. Do refer to your 12-month content calendar, your story prompts, your polls, and/or your 200 plus caption templates. So if we recall what our blog post was for the week, we can then refer to our resources and create a few social media posts around that blog post, and we can create some other stuff based on the prompts. So let's go ahead and do that. So if you'll recall, the blog post for this week is give your readers the highlights of an industry event. So what kind of social media posts might we want to include during the week? Well, that's why you have your story starters, your polls, question ideas, and your caption templates. And over here, you also have your 12 months of content ideas and your daily hashtags, ideas, and prompts. So there's obviously lots of ideas, but it could be very, very overwhelming. So what I like to suggest is let's start with our caption templates and prompts. Okay? Click to open the PDF, And what we want to do is get people to read the blog post, right? We know we're going to post the blog post, so let's get them to read the blog post. So I have 17 converting caption templates. Converting means we're going to convert a follower into someone who's a reader, or convert someone from Instagram to our website, or convert someone from our email list to reading our blog posts. Okay, so you can come here and look for a caption that might fit the topic. So right now I have share an event or workshop you're hosting. So you can take this caption and customize it for your discussion about a certain event. Maybe it's an event you're hosting, or maybe it's an event that you attended. Here's another one, share your latest blog post. So here's the caption template, and all you do is simply fill in the blank. And so you can go ahead and highlight and copy, okay, and go back to your Trello board, okay. Just go to social media, add a new card, and you can say this is Monday, okay. Insert that. You're ready to go. You're starting. You're really starting now. So no, we don't have an image yet. No, you didn't even fill in the blanks, but you know what? You made a decision. So let's go back to our caption templates. What else? Maybe on Tuesday we want to do something more entertaining. We don't want to talk about our blog post. We want to instead get more engagement. So scroll down your caption templates and look for, instead of educating or converting, you want to look for entertaining. All right, here's 17 entertaining captions. So maybe you could share a meme of maybe someone being goofy. Maybe you just want to share something lighthearted, get your followers engaged. Here's a great caption. So if you can go create a meme or find a meme and reshare a meme, you have a caption perfect for that, and insert the blank as it fits. So here's just a few different entertaining ideas. So obviously what we can do is go ahead and grab this, and we're going to go ahead and plan it for Tuesday. Now, if you have a social media scheduler like Planoly for Instagram, or maybe even just Buffer for all of your social media posts, then you might do this scheduling in that platform. But for now, this is a great way to plan out your social media. So Monday, Tuesday, and you just continue doing that for the rest of the week. In your captions, if we go back and look at it, you have entertaining captions, inspiring captions. You already saw we have converting captions and educating captions. And then on top of that, I have 130 bonus caption templates. So these are all captions written for you, and they tell you next to them whether they're converting or entertaining or so on. So refer to your caption templates. Now, if you need more ideas, or if you want to follow a calendar of ideas, you have 12 months of content ideas laid out for you. Here, let me go back. Trello only allows 200 items on a checklist, so I've gone ahead and put 200 days of content right here for you. So as you know, you can pick something, hover over the convert to card, and go ahead and send it to your social media planning area, right? Or you can open up this PDF and print this out. So you've got month 1, month 2, so it's 30 plus days of content count. So you can plan which days, which months these are. You know, you could apply month 6 prompts to, February if you wanted to. It's just meant to help you sort of have a resource so that you can print out and follow along if need be. But of course, you have this list on your Trello board as well for content ideas. Now, in addition to that, if you're running out of ideas or you just simply aren't sure where to begin, I have a daily hashtag ideas PDF for you. And it's based on the day of the week. So Monday through Sunday, you've got hashtags on social media that are popular and get used regularly. And they really help develop topics for social media content. So for each day of the week, I've provided a prompt for your social media post based on the day of the week and this hashtag. So if you're looking for additional ideas or want to, you ran out of ideas and you have just one more thing that you need for a Friday, you can come here and go to the Friday section. Okay, you got a couple of pages of Friday content. So here's Feature Friday. Feature Friday allows businesses to feature products, customers, a specific service that they want to spotlight. Use this hashtag to stay current and in the loop of other business trends too. Simply enter in your Twitter or Instagram search bar, hit enter, and let the results roll in. So go ahead and go to Instagram and look for Feature Friday. So on this day, you can celebrate the end of the week by featuring your favorite products or services, maybe launch a new product on Fridays. So there's a great prompt. So you can just go ahead and highlight, copy, and send that over to your social media. So you're going to put this on Friday. Okay, go ahead and paste it here. So what we're doing is in a matter of a few minutes, you are planning out what your social media prompts are, and as well as your hashtags. You've got hashtags here. The one thing about Trello that you can do is you can actually schedule the due dates. So if you really truly want to use this as a tool to help you stay on track and schedule your content, you can do that. So we've talked about the 12-month content ideas, the daily hashtag prompts, the caption templates, the blog post ideas. The story starters is the next thing we should talk about. So as you're planning out your social media content, on Monday, when you launch a blog post, you might want to hop onto your Instagram stories or do a live stream to discuss. So I've got 70 story starters here to help you think of ways to engage people on your stories. I've given you some additional tips here. There's a PDF to this list as well if you want to print it. But maybe if you have a new blog post coming out, you've got some prompts. Do a live Q&A. There's about 70 different story prompts. So again, you can plan your stories. And then there's polls and questions. So in your stories, you've probably seen various different stickers for asking your audience questions and getting them to engage on your stories. These are prompts that you can use to get them to engage. So feel free to use this to help you come up with story ideas. So we've talked about holidays and all of that. Talked about the stories, blog post captions, and all of this. The only thing that we haven't talked about is content ideas by quarter. So this is going to help you if you are planning ahead, further ahead than just a week. So you can open this up and you can print this as a resource to keep in, your planner or on your wall. But this is going to help you plan content ideas by the quarter. So you've got Q1 January content to post would be content about resolutions, maybe party ideas, fitness planning, and then content to plan. So things that you might want to look forward to creating would be the start of spring. So that's what this is a resource for. It's to help you plan what you post now as well as help you look ahead. Okay, so let's move on to the next step in your plan your content. So we've brainstormed all of our social media posts and we've kind of created a list of prompts and ideas. So we can go ahead and check that. So we've got our long form content, our important dates, and our ideas are brainstormed. Now it's time to sit down and do the writing. So this may take you an entire day. It may take you 2 days, but you're going to write out your captions and you're going to write out your blog posts and any related emails that need to go out. Progress and presence is better than perfection. So I never try to be perfect. I always try to be present. So if you are avoiding posting because something isn't perfect, then you are 100% not present. You're not showing up on anybody's social media. You're not transforming anybody's lives. You're not making a difference in your business. So always aim and lean on progress over perfection. So do your writing, give yourself a time limit, do the best that you can. It will get better, and eventually you can outsource and delegate. But this is the process. So go ahead and batch all of your writing at once so that it's done. Once you've done your writing, it's time to create your visual content. This is really where Ivory Mix My Business comes into play, but you can definitely create your own visual content. Of course, under Ivory Mix, we've got stock photos, infographic templates, Canva templates, things for Pinterest and Instagram, and really everything that you could possibly think of to create visual content for your brand and your social media. So at this point, you'll want to gather up any templates and batch create the visuals you need for your blog posts, your emails, your social media posts, and refer to the visual prompts in your resources. So I'm going to show you where that's at. It's under content ideas, your visual ideas and prompts. If you open this up, if you're not sure what kinds of visuals to post with your social media content that you just spent some time writing, here are all of the ideas. So you can search through stock photos, go to ivorymix.com /membership. You can get a free membership to our library of stock photos. There's 550 stock photos that you can use, or you can join our membership and get thousands of unique and exclusive stock photos. You can also get a list or infographic templates. These are things that you can create. So if you create educational content or created some kind of social media post about a blog post, this would be a great piece of visual content to kind of outline your blog post. You could do a mock-up. If you created a digital product or even a mock-up of your blog post, you can create that. You can create quotes. Quotes are great. They're shareable. People love to engage with them. You could post a video that you created, so on and so forth. So there's lots of different visual ideas to get your content created. Your job is to just decide. Now, if you go back to your caption templates, okay, I want you to note inside of your caption templates, I've given you visual suggestions. So when you go and choose your captions, you can make a note of the image suggestion. So all of these have image suggestions. Feel free to use those. Okay, so let's go back. Now, once you've batch created your visual content, now it's time to just batch create any videos. So if you plan on posting any stories for the week, or including any tutorial videos in your blog post, or to send to your email list, or to put on IGTV, now would be the time to go ahead and create those videos. Then it's ready to upload, publish, and schedule. So as you can see, it's taken 7 steps to get to this point, but you have all of the resources in here to plan your content and to get it done in a systematic and easy way. Okay, so I'm going to uncheck these and you can start over. If you want to copy this, you can hit copy. Okay, and you can move that over to your content planner at the top. And just keep this at the top of your content planner. And then every time you go to plan your content for the week, you've got your little checklist there. Okay. So now we should talk about what the planning sheets are and the Google Docs are. The planning sheets are everything you need to plan your content and your goals in your business. But I've provided you all of these resources inside of the Trello as well. So it's up to you to decide whether you're going to use the Trello version or the PDFs or the Google Docs. Still, I'm going to skip over talking about these first, and really what I want to do is I want to talk about the Trello version. So let's start with your yearly plan. Every time I start a new year, I sit down and I create a vision for what I want for the year. So this would be your area to create your personal vision for your business. So you'll create 3 to 5 goals in each of these sections: work-related, financial, relationships, and personal. And you can just add an item on the list, and you can keep it there for the year. And you can, of course, reuse the system year after year. Now, as you've created your vision, that will start to give you ideas of what projects and goals you need to prioritize. Now, you could put your quarterly goals inside of these little sections. So you could put, Q1 goal, personal goal is, lose 10 pounds. Okay. Right. So obviously this isn't content related, but I personally don't like planning my life in multiple different areas, especially if you're a small business owner. So use this at your own discretion for personal use, for business use, however you plan to do it. But you could put your goals by quarter in here. But if you just want to generally put in a goal, then what you would do is go back to quarter 1 and you would insert your goal for Q1. Now, of course, Q1 is January, February, and March. So what's your first goal here? This might be a business goal or a personal goal. So you can, of course, have multiple, more than 3 if you really need to. But I don't like to recommend any more than 3 large or big goals per quarter. And then what you can do is prioritize those into smaller goals by month underneath here. So do that for all the quarters. Create your vision for the year. If it's overwhelming for you, just start with 1 quarter at a time and put on your calendar to come back like at the end of March and review how you did and what you might want to do for quarter 2. Then when it comes to monthly planning, you want to do a monthly review. So make a copy of this board and go ahead and start making notes about what you might want to do for this month and what went well last month, what things you need to focus on. So that's how you do a monthly review. You can just simply add your notes here in the description. That's fine. Then it's time to track your audience. So every month, it's a good idea to review how you did with your goals. So if it was your goal to grow your sales, grow your website traffic, this is where you will want to insert the new numbers for this month. So definitely make a copy of this board and change the name to the month that you added details. So if I were going to do April 2020, I would go ahead and put in the number of customers I had, the number of email subscribers I had, right? And so on and so forth. And then next month, oh, it didn't copy. April 2020. Okay. So next month, when it's time to do May, I just hit copy, change it to May. That way I have a record of everything. And come in here and update the number for May. It's a good way to keep track. And then you can also track your habits. So this is a good thing to do monthly, to think about what things you want to stop doing and what things you want to do as a habit. So this is especially good for entrepreneurs because we tend to create our own worst habits because we can do everything, especially if you've created your own business. You literally can do everything in your business, but I urge you to ask the question, should you? This is more than just business habits, though. You can apply this to your personal habits, but it's good to do a monthly review and sort of track your habits and come back to that and review every month. And then, of course, we've talked about your content planner. Under each section is where you put your content for the month. You can add a due date. You can add a due date to each item, and then organize it that way. Weekly, just like your monthly review, you do a weekly review, and then I suggest doing a weekly brain dump. A lot of times, if you are an entrepreneur and a small business owner, you can come up with lots of ideas or lots of things that you potentially want to look at or think about. Having a place where you brain dump all of the ideas is great because you don't want to clutter up your systems. You just want a place to dump all the ideas. That way, you know, you can always come back to them. So a weekly brain dump is great. A daily review, every day, review what your top priorities are. How do you want to feel today? I like deciding that before I get started so that I can keep that as my frame of reference for the day. So if I want to feel relaxed for the day, I make a statement and I write in my journal, I would like to feel relaxed today. And then I hold that with me all day. Now, not every day does that happen, but it's a good thing to practice. Then check in on your habits, see how you're doing day to day. What are you grateful for today? And then list out all your tasks and be sure to batch similar things together, especially anything quick. Then make your daily notes. So insert any notes you want to review later during your daily, weekly, or monthly reviews. So daily notes would be something you might want to think about doing tomorrow or something that you think you should do on Friday. This is just a place to it's kind of like a brain dump area, but it's a quick place for you to just put some notes for the day. And then you can actually create a task out of it if you need to. And then below here, you'll want to put your tasks for the day. So if today is writing day, I'm going to go ahead and put that as a task, writing. Move that under today's task. Tomorrow is visual content. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. So today's writing and tomorrow is visual content. Now, of course, as you want to work on your blog posts, you can move those under your tasks as well if you feel that that's good for you to organize. If you have bigger projects like launching a product or a service or hosting a sale, you've got this project planner over here. It's just a simple card for you to list out all the tasks related to a particular project, but it's great to have a board of all your existing projects so that you have that running list of tasks on that particular card. So one might be update website, and then the other one might be hire a VA. So listing all the tasks over there is a great tool and a great tip, because then you can just open that project, and if you're going to do this tomorrow, go ahead and convert to the card and then move it to tomorrow, right? So there you have it. We've reviewed the entire Trello board. Now it's time to review the planning sheets in the Google Docs. So the Google Docs opens to a Google Drive folder. The Google Drive folder has links inside of it to all the PDFs and all the Google Sheets. So they're organized here like ideas and prompts. If we open that, you've got all of those documents listed. If you go back to the blank planner, This is your things that you can print out, or you can actually use them on Google Sheets. So you can insert the date here, your tasks, your to-do lists, if that's how you want to do it. I envisioned that a user might want to print that out instead. So if you go to just the PDFs, you've got that here, all of the PDFs to print out. So you can create your own planner, or you can use the Google Sheets. But they basically all do the same thing. They're all there to be resources for you, as well as help you organize your content and organize your business.